So one side of the heart is thicker than the other. So look here, I'm looking at the right side of the heart on paper, but remember that that is always the left side of the heart. Even though on the paper it looks like it's the right, if you say that's the right side, you're wrong, okay? Because it's the person's left side of the heart. So this means that the left ventricle is thicker and it's got a thinner right ventricle. So in an exam, you can be asked this. Explain the difference between the left and right ventricle in terms of their thickness or something. Okay? So for 1 mark, let me just go back. So for 1 mark, you can say the left ventricle has a thicker muscle wall than the right ventricle, which has a thinner muscle wall. And these are the lungs. So can you see the reason why the left ventricle is thicker? It pumps blood around the body. So the muscle needs to be much thicker, needs to be able to push, to pump blood with more force. So for 2 marks, the left ventricle is thicker because it has a thicker muscle wall, because it needs to pump blood a further distance around the body. Whereas the right side of the heart only pumps blood to the lungs. Can you see that? It only pumps blood to the lungs. Look at that, so easy to see. So for 4 marks, okay, the left ventricle is thicker, has a thicker muscle wall because it pumps blood around the body a further distance, so requires a greater force. Whereas the right side has a thinner muscle wall because it only pumps blood to the lungs a much shorter distance. 4 marks.